Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be doing top 5 books that made me cry. Um, these books I don't usually hear too much about. There's one book I had never heard of until I just come across it in a bookstore. Um, One of these books I actually could not get through because I was crying so much. I'm not even sure if I can include it, but I'm going to. And I'll show that book last. But first, I'm going to show you the book on my Kindle that I was in tears. And it's called, let's see if I can get it to show. It's called, oh goodness. Maybe not. It's okay. Well, it's called Archer's Voice. And it's by Mia Sheridan. I think that's her name. But it is about a guy named Archer and a girl named Bree, I believe. I think that's her name. But Bree moves to this small town because she's trying to get away from her hometown and all the drama that's there. And her dad passes away. So she moves to the small town, and where she meets Archer, and she comes to find out that he either, can't speak, doesn't want to speak, doesn't want to talk to her. And it just goes on to deal with, how they interact when he does not speak. And there's just the end of the book. It was horrible because I was crying so much. But it's a great book, and I highly recommend it. I hear about it all the time. And it's a new adult book, contemporary, and it's for mature audience. That's what it said anyways. And I highly recommend that book. The next book I have, you probably heard of it, and it's The Edge of Always by J.A. Redmersky. This is the second book in the duology, and the first book is called The Edge of Never. And the first book takes place on the road. They're on a bus with this girl named Cameron and this guy named Andrew, and it talks about them falling in love on this road trip. And the second one, I'm not going to give a synopsis because I don't want to give spoilers, but there's an event that happens pretty early on in this book that is pretty traumatic and had me in tears. So, but I do suggest both of these books. Really good. The next book I have is called Second Chance Summer. Oh, that's horrible. Anyways, by Morgan Matson, and this is a summer read, and it's about a girl named Taylor, and she is going back to her summer, getaway where her family, would go for the summer and spend time. And several years ago, they just kind of left it, and so now she's going back to this place. So she has to deal with, the friends she left behind, the boy that she was in love with, I guess, and they moved back to this because her dad was diagnosed with cancer, and they're saying he has several months to live. And it's just really, tearjerkers. So, and I do suggest this. And it's quite a big book actually, but it's a contemporary, really good. The next book I have is the one that I told you I hadn't, heard too much about it. Actually, at all. I've heard of the author, just not this particular book, and it's called First Love by James Patterson, and reminds me of The Fault in Our Stars. It's about a young guy and a young girl who meet, but they are going on this road trip, and that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to ruin it and spoil you guys. So I do suggest you pick this up and have tissues ready. The last book that I have is the book that I could not finish, and I still have my bookmark in it that I could not finish it, and it's called Taking Chances by Molly McAdams. Okay, this book is about a girl named Harper. Harper it's like a love triangle. So the one guy is named Chase. What is the other guy's name? Brandon, I think. And Chase is, you know, the bad boy who, you know, does one night stands and has all these girls coming to his door. And Brandon is the guy who is taken serious. So Brandon and Harper, you know, come together and things happen, and then something really big happens, and I got to it and I just could not finish it. It's one of those books you love to hate, I guess you would say. I still can't get over this book, and it's been months since I read the first 75% of it. And it's funny because I even, on my Twitter, I even tweeted out that I could not finish it, and Molly McAdams tweeted me back telling me that I had to finish it because it got better, but I still have not, you know, brought myself to finish this book. I want to so badly to see what happens, but I kind of already know what happens, so I probably won't finish it. But I mean, if you're interested in a book that will have you crying your eyes out, pick this book, because you will fall in love with the characters, especially one character, and it's crazy. So there's that book, and that's the top the 5 books that I cried over and still think back and cry over. And I will have another video up soon, hopefully maybe another book haul, maybe a wrap up. But guys, I hope you enjoy. Subscribe, please, and I will see you guys later. Bye.